Welcome to another Chainlink update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So Chainlink is still trying to get to that 200% extension of this 1-2 setup right here. Now I'm gonna add the 1.618 extension on the chart as well because I believe there will be resistance here. And keep in mind this is the 4-hour chart. We don't really have to get to the 200% extension. We could only get to like the 1.618 and that could be fine. But you know, the fourth wave needs to be very fast because it's not allowed to go below this high right here at like $15. So maybe it will top somewhere in this region. Like I said, it does not have to get to the 200% extension. I want to see it get to the 200% extension, but if it doesn't get there, then it would be fine as long as the fourth wave is very fast and not deep. But like I said, what I would like to see is Chainlink getting to about $23.39 first before getting any type of correction. Then of course I'm still expecting a fifth wave move up, which should put us at about $26 or so, maybe like 25, and that will complete the C wave of the third wave right here that we started right here in August this year. Here we have a 1-2 setup and right now we are working on the third wave, and in this third wave we have an ABC structure. So yeah, that's why this is more impulsive than the A wave, and like I said, we have not topped yet, but don't be surprised if we top soon because at the end of the day the target zone for the C wave right here is at $20.09. Now, I would not like to see Chainlink top there because that's not really a 5-wave move to the upside, and we actually need a 5-wave move to the upside in the C wave. So if we only top at like the 200% extension, that's not gonna be a 5-wave move. I mean, this is a 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 setup. So yeah, I cannot really see Chainlink topping there, which means that we have to overextend to the 2.272 extension and maybe even the 2.618 extension first. Now keep in mind we had a cross on the bull market support band. Things are still looking good, some altcoins are still going up, but you know, the market is not going crazy right now because Bitcoin is going down. It's getting a short correction, but it's not a bearish correction because if you look at the Bitcoin chart, if you look at, let's say, the 4-hour chart, well actually no, if you look at the daily chart first, as you can see we are no longer overbought on the daily, which means that we could start going up again very soon. Also look at this, like this is a very nice trend line right here, so as you can see we are actually respecting it. And I think it's only a matter of time until we start going up again, and I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin being overbought on the daily again, because at the end of the day, you know, that happens very often. And if Bitcoin starts going up now, then the third wave right here could overextend because this is not enough for a fourth wave move down. So we could get to like $112,000, maybe even $120,000 in the third wave right here before we get any type of correction. I'm expecting Bitcoin to get a correction in January, but not in December, because as you know, Bitcoin does not usually go down in December, it actually goes up like 30% every single halving year. So this should not be any different, at least comparing this based on what happened in the previous cycle. And of course, we don't have to copy what we did in the previous cycles, but come on, this is Bitcoin. It's always copying what it did in the previous cycles, so why would it not do it again, you know? So things are fine, but keep in mind, if we do get a correction, to confirm that a much bigger correction is happening, we need a break, let's say below $85,000. Then I will be able to say that yes, we are getting a fourth wave move down, and that fourth wave move could theoretically get somewhere between $78,000 and $72,000, but only if we drop below $85,000. So things are still looking bullish in my opinion. Let's go back to the Chainlink chart now. There are many people asking me if they should buy right now, and well, this is not financial advice, but why did you not buy down here when I gave you the support zone? I mean, from this low right here, Chainlink already went up like 2x. Now of course, if you buy right now and you wait for the bull market to end and you somehow sell at the top, then of course you're going to make money. I mean, I still believe we are early. But keep in mind, you are not going to make as much money as the people who bought down here, or maybe even in the bear market. So if you bought in the bear market, you should not really watch these videos. These are only short-term and sometimes long-term videos. I don't think the bull market will end anytime soon, especially not this year like many people are saying. I think that makes absolutely no sense. And if you listen to people who are saying that the bull market will end this year, maybe reconsider watching them, because they obviously don't know how Bitcoin works and how cycles work. As you can see here, Bitcoin topped in December of 2017, and when was the next top? It was in November of 2021, exactly 4 years later. And let's continue. I mean, in 2013, guess when we topped? We topped in November. So November 2013, December 2017, November 2021, November 2025. Is that unrealistic? I don't think so. So I don't know why people are saying that we will top this year. This makes absolutely no sense, judging it by what happened in the previous 2 cycles. Bitcoin is always in a 4-year cycle, and of course this will break at some point, but I don't think it will break right now. I mean, we've only had let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 cycles, and this is the 4th cycle. This is not enough for Bitcoin to break to the downside, or at least, top earlier. I don't think it will top earlier. If you look at the RSI is barely overbought on the monthly. When you compare this monthly RSI to the previous monthly RSIs of the previous cycles, I mean, this looks like a joke. This does not look like a top. So again, reconsider watching the people who are saying that we are gonna top very, very soon. And reconsider watching people who are saying that we will top at like 130k. That makes absolutely no sense if you look at the RSI. So I don't know where that is coming from. I believe 130k is a goal for the end of the year, not the end of the cycle. Now, of course, if you bought down here in the bear market low, then of course you should take some profit. But if you bought, let's say, right here at 70k, then of course, I mean, that's not really a big profit, and I'm not saying that you should not take profit, but me personally, I would not take any profit right now. The same people who are telling you to sell at like 130k are the same people who are buying when Bitcoin is in huge corrections, so be careful. I'm not here to take your money, I'm just here to make money with you, and if it works out, then it works out. Keep in mind, I have been predicting Bitcoin going to 100k by the end of the year since we were down here, and everyone was calling me crazy. Everyone was saying Bitcoin is going for like 20k, and it did not go to 20k, it did not go to 30k, no, it went to 100k, and now it's the end of 2024. So yes, I know my predictions are ridiculous, but they are playing out, so are they ridiculous? Anyways, going back to the Chainlink chart, let me remind you of my predictions here as well. So, like I told you in many videos already, here we have a 1-2 setup. In the first Chainlink cycle, we went up in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup to form a first wave move. The bear market that happened after that was an ABC structure, which formed the second wave move down. And right now we are starting to go in a main third wave move to the upside. Now keep in mind, this third wave move to the upside will most likely take about 12 years, and I'm not joking. Right now we are only working on the first 5 waves of the first wave of the third wave right there, so we obviously have a long way to go. But if Chainlink survives the next bear markets, then the third wave of the third wave should happen somewhere between 2028 and 2029. As you know, this will only be the first wave of the third wave, so the bear market will most likely be an ABC structure, which could be a very deep correction, and then after that we should see a third wave of a third wave, and that could be ridiculous. But only if Chainlink actually survives the bear market, and if crypto does not die until then. I'm not expecting it to die, but you never know. I mean, it's crypto, so anything can happen, and be very careful. Now let's talk about what I believe will happen in this cycle. So here we have a 1-2 setup, and the minimum target for the third wave is at the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup, and that's at $105. Will we get there? Probably. I mean, that's only like a 5x from where we're at right now. I think that's very likely to happen. And keep in mind, that's only the target for the third wave move. After that, I'm still expecting a fourth and a fifth wave move up. And the fifth wave could top somewhere between, let's say, $150 and maybe even $300 in a more bullish scenario. So yeah, things are still bullish and you should not really worry about the short term right now. And that's what I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon. If you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.